Ladies and gentlemen and friends of the audience, it is my honor to present to you one of the greatest basketball players the world ever saw. I present to you Oscar Schmidt, Mano Santa, a man who holds the record of 49,737 points, the greatest basketball record known to man. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How about you?
I am doing great now that I'm speaking with you. Now I'd like to start off. What was your first experience playing basketball?
My professor of physical education from Salesiano School, where I studied, was the same coach of the Unidade Vizinhança. And one day he said to me, Oscar, I know you don't like it, but you could go there. Maybe you like this time. I said, okay, I'll go there. What day is that? He told me, every day. I said, oh, I like it more now. Then I went there, and the coach of my category was a guy that makes a lot of strange exercises. He puts like stones in the floor. I need to go dribbling and get in the stone. This was terrible. And then change the exercise, put some chairs with ropes, and I need to go up and down this, dribbling the ball. One day I was shooting, Oscar, you see the basket? I said, no, put the ball up. Oh, now I see. Shoot like that. I can't shoot like that. Why not? Because I won't make anyone. And he said the most important phrase of my career: start good, one day you score a lot. This guy was a Japanese. I played with him many games with the adult of the Unidade Vizinhança. And then was like this that I started basketball.
Oscar, your first professional club you played for was Palmeiras in 1974. Could you describe your emotions in your first game?
Emotions of what?
Playing in your first game for Palmeiras in 1974.
Oh. Okay. I was really emotional because I never played a game like that. Because I was alone in São Paulo. My parents stay in Brasilia. And then was good, was very emotional. And we won, and we were champion of the Paulistano tournament. And then I won every game of my category and start to play in the adult of Palmeiras. And my career goes.
Do you remember how much you scored in your first game?
I don't remember, but it was many.
It was a lot of points.
I was a pivot.
Wow, the center. Wow.
Yeah.
Oscar, a moment ago you mentioned your coach that helped you improve your jump shot. How long did it take you to get comfortable with your new mechanics?
Oh, I remember that I go every day to the Unidade to shoot by myself because I was disciplined. My father was from the Navy, and I learned with him to be disciplined. And I don't remember.
Looking ahead, Oscar, I'd like to go to the Pan Am Games of 1987. In the championship round, Brazil was down 14 points to Team USA. You'd only had 11 points in the first half. What was the locker room like?
No, we were okay because we had an experience 1 year before with the United States at the World Cup in Spain. We played the semifinal against the US, and they were ahead by 26 because we think let's play zone. Americans don't shoot. And then comes Steve Kerr. I never saw this guy. It's like 6 in a row. And we had the ball to go to 3 points, from 26 to 3. But we missed. The effort was too high. So we were 14. Let's go.
Oscar, in the next half, you had 35 of your 46 points. And you once said that in the first half, Team USA did a great job of denying you the ball. What exactly did you do differently? Because they couldn't stop you.
Because we make like they fall on our trap because we start to defy them. Shoot now, you're free. Come on, shoot. Then they miss. Then we go the other side and hit. So we went at 120. It was not like 70.
Right.
110 because we run, and they start to run. That was a great game.
To clarify, Oscar, the Brazilian team was talking trash to Team USA.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. Oscar, as a man who played for so long, you played until you were 45. Can you describe how hard it is on the body to prepare for a season of athletics once you've already passed 40 years of age?
Oh, it's tough. The guy who said that sports is good for health never did sports because it's real tough. I hurt my body all the way, but because I go 100% every day, shooting after practice every day, shooting at least 500 after only practice, and I was very much disciplined. Then I built my shot with practice.
With practice and discipline, is that just the secret to playing so long at an elite level, or is there something else too?
No, practice is it's all. If you practice, you play good. If you don't practice, you don't play good. That's my philosophy.
Right. Oscar, the last club you played for in Brazil was Flamengo, the most popular team in the country. What were your emotions like playing in that game as opposed to your first?
That game, I played 4 years for Flamengo.
Yes, I understand, but what were your emotions like playing in your last game?
Oh, was different because I know that tomorrow I won't practice. Wow. It's tough when you have their whole life practicing every day, thinking about the tournament with national team, the tournament with your team, and then suddenly I don't play anymore. Wow. It's tough. It's real tough. When people say that great players die twice, it's true.
Incredible. When you entered the Hall of Fame, you stood at the podium and you had a moment of silence and you told everyone that you always wanted to do it. Why?
Oh, because I always dreamed to do that, but then I forget about it. But one day, Slav from FIBA called me, and I was in Orlando, driving, and then he said, "Oh, you went in the Hall of Fame." Okay, I remember in 2010. Remember we go in the middle of the court? But no, you go to the other Hall of Fame. I need to stop the car because even if it was in the speaker, I could hit the car. So I became nervous with that award.
Oscar, I'd like to touch on your personal life a bit. Did basketball playing so long ever complicate your life at home?
No. I had in that. It's still now I have. My wife, we meet each other with 17, and I was very badly hurt my ankle, and I live in we call República, where many people live, but we have a house with 8 players from Palmeiras. And then I stay in front of the house making exercise for my foot. And then she passed me, wow, who is she? He came to live in front of my house. So I did that thing. I don't know if it's still good. Phil. And she didn't look because she knows that there was like 8 people, 8 adults, 8 basketball players. And her mother tell her, don't look there. It's all basketball players. Don't look, and she doesn't look. But we get the same bus to go to school. And then I was very badly hurt. They put a cast with my foot like this.
Mhm.
And it's very tough to go in the bus.
Right.
The guys from the bus, the driver and the guy who get the tickets, remember because he looked. I was always in the same bus stop, and when I was there, stop, let's help him come. And Christina helped me too to go in the bus. So I took off the cast and start to pray alone because my foot got swollen a lot. Because when you get something like this, you cannot practice with your team. It's very dangerous. And then I went to the practice and stay alone. Practice alone is hard. It's good just if you score, because the ball come to my hand again. But if you miss, mom, tung, 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 I will go run there to get the ball. It's real tough. And one day I told Christina, Christy, I stay there alone. I don't talk to anybody. You could go there to have a talk. If you want to pass me the ball, I am very thankful. I remember that she came first day, his arms hurts. She never did that. And second day, 1 week, 1 month, I say, wow, I'm gonna marry this girl. And she was my rebounding machine my whole life.
It's incredibly, that's wonderful. That's a beautiful story, Oscar. Oscar, I also would like to ask you, what is your life like today?
My life with what?
What do you do today? You're retired now.
Yes. I started to make motivational speeches. And I didn't know I could make that. And it's doing good. But this year, I make just a few online. And it's not the same you go there and see the people with your eyes. And that's my profession today.
Oscar, I also want to touch on your perspective of basketball. How much of the NBA do you watch today?
Now I watch every day. Because I say NBA, and every day there is a game. And I like the games of Lakers, I like the games of Warriors, and the Nets. That's my 3 favorite teams. And the Suns.
Is there a player today in the NBA or anywhere else that reminds you of yourself?
I don't like to make comparisons. When people compare me with other guy, I hate that.
I respect that.
I don't see anybody.
But from the team that you mentioned that interest you the most, if you don't like comparisons, who do you like to watch the most?
The best player I ever see playing, a white guy.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, of course. This guy is tough. Nobody could guard him.
Absolutely true. But today, who is your favorite to watch today? We live in a different era. There's the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant.
There is a lot of players. I like to see good players playing.
Right.
And there is many in these 4 teams, a lot of very good players.
Oscar, for our younger viewers out there, why didn't you play in the NBA?
Because was forbidden to play in NBA and in the national team. And they drafted me at the 6th round. Come on, man. I got offended. And then I went there just to show them what they will lose. And I arrived there and said to the coach, hey, coach, here is 1 point a minute. If you give me 20 minutes, I give you 20 points. If you give me more than 30, you can see 60. The guy looked at me like this. It was this, because it was 2 weeks, 1 week of practice, and 1 week with 5 games. They gave me 25 minutes a game. I gave them 25 points a game. And they come to offer me a no-cut contract. That was unbelievably good, because they don't believe that people outside the United States could play basketball. And I refused immediately. Why were you refusing? Because I just want to see if I was capable. And now I know that I'm capable. And that's the reason.
Oscar, you were more than capable, because you were a revolutionary player. In 1988, you took over 9 threes a game playing in Europe, and you made over 6 of them. And in America, in the NBA, Danny Ainge led the league in three-point attempts that year at over 4 a game. And he played 81 games, and you played 32, and you still made more three-point shots than him. You not playing in the NBA is one of the greatest shames the game has seen. It's crazy, sir. But advancing on, you once said that if you played in the NBA in your day, you would have retired top 10. Hypothetically speaking. Okay?
Basketball is all the same anywhere.
Yes.
If I can play in Europe like a foreign player, because foreign players in Europe, it's tough. People want to hit me every day.
Absolutely.
I can play anywhere.
Absolutely. Which you mentioned the physicality, which brings me to, if you were to hypothetically be in your prime today, the game is not as physical in the NBA. What kind of work could Oscar Schmidt do today?
I will shoot like always. My three-pointer shoot was tough because I practice every day that shot.
The release point was so high.
Yeah, practice, score.
Oscar, the last thing I have for you is, do you have any goals that you need to accomplish?
Oh, no. I want to be a better father and a better grandfather for my kids. I have 2 kids, 1 boy and 1 girl. The girl now is married, and I put the pressure to have a grandkid, and they bought a dog.
Wow.
I want to be a great parent and a great grandparent.
That's wonderful, Oscar. I'm very happy you took the time to speak with me today. I'm very honored to as well. I thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.